You know, a lot of people criticize lots of things that government's done, and I don't agree with some of those criticisms sometimes, but that's okay too. But you know, people say, well, maybe this came from the stimulus program, and the stimulus program is very controversial. People say, well, you don't want to have a stimulus program because that's government intervening. Well, it's created about 2 million jobs, which is not a bad kind of intervention, it strikes me. But in any event, it didn't put any money into this. The reason why is because we were starting way before it had ever been invented or passed.
Okay.
So the money had to be fought for, and we finally got it. But you know what? The stimulus bill actually still did pass. And as Bobby and others know, I went over the list as I was coming down here, and I was looking at Crumb's going to get $4 million. Sounds all right. And you know, there's over $100 million, which goes just to water in West Virginia.
Yeah.
So I kind of like the stimulus program because it's done a lot of things that have really been helpful to people like you, and communities like you, where in a sense you haven't had something that you needed and now you have it. And is it wrong for government to come in and try to be helpful? I don't think so. Because if you have that point of view, that's okay, but then say, what if they hadn't come in? How would my children grow up? How would their teeth be? What kind of diseases might people have gotten or did they get from the Little Cold River? Washing their clothes. Maybe sometimes they brush their teeth and that. I don't, you know. When it gets dry and those wells dry up, water is scarce and people will do anything. So all I can say is I'm incredibly proud of your public service district, of all of the county commissioners, and everybody that's been involved with this. And I'm not just proud, but I'm actually really happy that we could be helpful in my office in Washington and here. I say that from the bottom of my heart. I can't think of a better way to spend my time than to be able to come here and to have worked since 2002. April? Okay. And sort of celebrate this together, because it makes me feel such a part of what it was I was doing so many years ago, and the goodness of people. And when people are good, when they're kind, and when they're faithful, obey the Lord, treat each other well, look out after each other, and then they'll develop sort of community organization, and people go to work for something they need. That's what West Virginia is all about. I mean, they didn't have water, obviously, back when mountaineers, when we seceded from Virginia. But I guess they just used the streams, and streams are cleaner then, so maybe that worked. Anyway, you got to have good water now. And you have that, and I really feel good about it. And just to absolutely make myself feel better, you may be utterly bored by this, but please don't let me know if you are. This is part of the briefing. See, this isn't a speech. This is my briefing. See? But I just like this. So this 14-mile project, cup of Great County, and the money was used to upgrade 20,000 linear feet. I don't know what the word linear is. I assume that just means straight, and I could have figured that out for myself. So why not just 20,000 feet? But you know, let's not quibble over that. Of existing water line, and provides construction for approximately 24 miles of new water line. One 55,000-gallon water storage tank. Am I right? Yeah. and one 150,000 gallon water storage tank. That's bigger, I think, than this.
That's right.
One booster pump station. Is that where I'm going to turn the wrench?
Yes, sir, just across the street.
That's the wrench.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, now I feel better about the wrench. And then here's one pressure reducing station. I do not claim to understand what that is, but I'm impressed. And I assume it to be a good thing because you all made sure you want it, and there it is. And then 50 fire hydrants.
All right.
Well, that's really important, isn't it?
Yes.
Really important. And a new office building. Where's the new office building? You're working on it. We're working on it.
It's a work in progress.
Okay, it's a work in progress. Anyway, I like that a lot. So, and here, Bonnie, this was the first place.
That's
To
right.
get water, am I right?
On the extension, this is the first building I got.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that that? Right there?
There's a little bit of it. Yeah.
So, I mean, all in all then, this has to be a really good occasion. Here we are at Bonnie's, we're good people, southern West Virginia. And we got water. And we all did it together. God bless you all.
That's right.
Okay, we've got a few more people on the agenda. Thank you very much for those warm remarks. Very heartfelt. And let me just say again, from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my people here in Wayne and Lincoln County along Route 37, we really appreciate you, Senator Rockefeller. Thank you so much. Okay, this next individual I'd like to introduce, I have to tell you a little story about her first. She works for Congressman Ray Hall. And of course, most of y'all know that I started a new job about 4 years ago. And this lady's office just happened to be strategically located next door to where my new job was located. So she was very convenient. So as we were working on the water project, and we had hurdles that we were going over, and I had grievances, and so I'd go over and talk to Cherry, but not only as a member of Congressman Ray Hall's office, but also as a friend and a prayer partner. So she spent a lot of time, interest in prayer, and supporting me and encouraging along with this water project. So it's a pleasure to introduce to you Miss Terry Booth, who is from Congressman Nick Joe Ray Hall's office.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have a letter from Congressman Ray Hall. Dear friends, thank you for inviting me today to join you for the dedication ceremony of the 14-mile water project along Route 37. While I am unable to be here in person, I want to thank you for the opportunity to offer my congratulations and express my thanks to all of you for your efforts to provide clean and safe drinking water for the families of Lincoln and Wayne counties. I would like to thank everyone at the Branchland Midkiff Public Service District for your hard work and dedication with this project. I realize that it took a lot of time and effort to fund and construct the water line extension, but through your efforts, 233 Lincoln and Wayne County residents will have access to clean, safe water. This project once again demonstrates what we can do when public, private, state, and local organizations work together. With a $903,000 grant from the USDA, in addition to grants from Lincoln and Wayne counties and the Rock Spring Coal Company, and loans from the West Virginia Infrastructure and Jobs Development Council, no longer will the citizens within this project area endure the struggle to obtain access to good, clean water. No longer will they need to rely upon wells and cisterns or haul water from another site. The Branchland Midkiff Public Service District and community residents work diligently to make sure that our fellow West Virginians in Lincoln and Wayne counties have access to quality drinking water, and absolutely necessity no household should be without. The greatest wealth we have is our personal health and the health of our communities, which is why investing in water projects is so critical to Lincoln and Wayne County and to all of southern West Virginia. West Virginia is a wild and wonderful state, but our rugged terrain creates unique infrastructure challenges for our citizens. I am pleased to see that this very important project is ready to move forward to provide more residents along Route 37 and the region with the clean water they deserve. I have fought long and hard to bring West Virginians modern water and wastewater systems, and I will continue to work to build this essential infrastructure here in southern West Virginia. With warm regards, I am Nick Rahal.
Thank you, Terry. We really appreciate the Congressman's remarks, and thanks again for all your help with the project. Next, I'd like to introduce to you Tammy Stallings, who is from Governor Joe Manchin's office. I think, Tammy, one of the first things that you probably received after the governor was elected was a letter, emails from me about our water project. And the governor quickly responded to those letters and came on board to help us with our project. So it's with great pleasure that I introduce to you Tammy Stallings from Governor Joe Manchin's office.
Thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here today on behalf of Governor Manchin. And the governor sends his sincere regrets that he couldn't be here with us today. And I must tell you, this project is very near and dear and close to my heart because I was a little girl that grew up in Lincoln County in West Virginia and had no city water. So it's a great day, and actually used to stop by here at Bonnie's Pizza and get pizza. So I'm very happy to see and to be here today on behalf of the governor. The governor has sent a greeting, and I'll read it for you at this time. As governor, I am pleased to recognize today's dedication of the 14-Mile Creek water line extension. I deeply regret I am unable to attend the ceremony. However, I am extremely pleased to see such a progress in the area. This venture will be a tremendous benefit, and I am happy to play even a small role in this afternoon's celebration. The 14-Mile Creek project is an example for communities throughout West Virginia and beyond. It is truly a positive day for the Mountain State, and as few things are more important to us than access to a clean, dependable water supply. Let me take this opportunity to commend those involved in making this major undertaking possible. Your hard work